Changes to legal migration rules for family and work visas in 2024. This is a breakdown for the new law means. On the 4th of December 2023, the Home Secretary, James Cleverly, announced future changes to visa rules in what he described as a 5-point plan to reduce immigration. The Home Office released more information on the 21st of December, including some adjustments to what had initially been announced. What are the 5 changes? 1. Social care workers will not be allowed to bring dependents, that is, partners and children, on their visa. 2. The minimum salary to be sponsored for a skilled worker visa will increase, with the baseline minimum rising from £26,200 to £38,700, but not for the health and care worker visa, which includes social care, or for education workers on national pay scales. 3. Changes to the shortage occupation list to reduce the number of jobs where it will be possible to sponsor someone for a skilled worker visa on less than the usual minimum salary, which is the main purpose of the list. 4. The minimum income normally required to sponsor someone for a spouse partner visa will rise in stages from £18,600 per year to £29,000, and ultimately around £38,700. 5. A review of the graduate visa, a 2-year unsponsored work permit for overseas graduates of British universities. When will the changes happen? Banning newly arriving care workers from bringing immediate family will happen on the 11th of March 2024. The skilled worker minimum salary increases will happen on the 4th of April 2024. Initial changes to the shortage occupation list will also happen in April 2024, very likely the 4th of April. The Migration Advisory Committee is working on its recommendation for the new list. The spouse partner visa minimum income will first increase to £29,000 on the 11th of April 2024 to around £34,500 at an unspecified time later in 2024, and finally to around £38,700 by early 2025. You must be asking, why has the government decided to make these changes? Ministers believe that immigration is far too high. Net migration, the number of immigrants minus the number of emigrants, was provisionally estimated to be 745,000 in the 12 months ending on the 31st of December 2022. International students, social care workers and their immediate family members' dependents are the main contributors to the recent increase in net migration, along with humanitarian visa schemes and people claiming asylum. The forthcoming changes follow restrictions on student-dependent rules and announced separately in May 2023 and in force since the start of 2024. The Home Office says that 300,000 of the people who moved to the UK last year would not have been able to come had all these changes been in place then. Will the £29,000 threshold apply to people already on spouse partner visa, or only to first-time visa applicants? Only to first-time applicants. A government spokesperson initially said the higher threshold would apply to visa extensions, but the Home Office has since announced that it will not. Those who already have a family visa within the 5-year partner route, or who apply before the minimum income threshold is raised, will continue to have their applications assessed against the current income requirements and will not be required to meet the increased threshold. People applying for permanent residence, formerly known as settlement or indefinite leave to remain, after being on a spouse partner visa, are also required to meet the minimum income rule. Can both the applicants and the sponsor's income be counted towards the £18,600, the £29,000 required? When applying for the initial visa from outside the UK, only the sponsor's income can be counted towards the minimum income threshold. For extensions and permanent residents, both incomes count. People generally need to provide evidence of having earned that income for the past 6 months. Although the exact rules are complicated, there are also some options for people who do not earn the minimum income allowing them to qualify for the visa by other means, such as by using savings above £16,000 or in exceptional circumstances. The Home Office says this will still be possible once the threshold rises. Will there be changes to the amount of savings needed as an alternative to income? Under the current rules, the amount of savings required would automatically increase as the headline income threshold rises. If nothing in the rules were to change other than the income threshold rising to £29,000, that would push up the maximum savings required from £62,500 to £88,500. The statement of changes to the immigration rules, due to be published on the 14th of March, should confirm what the amount will be. As with the main income rule, people generally need to have had the required amount of savings in their account for 6 months before applying. What about the higher £38,700 salary threshold for the skilled worker visa? Will that apply to people already here on that visa? No. Those already in the skilled work route and applications made before the rules change will not be subject to the new £38,700 salary threshold when they change employment, extend, or settle. According to the Minister for Legal Migration, for many roles, workers cannot be sponsored for a skilled worker visa unless they are paid a higher going rate salary. The government has indicated that the job-specific going rates will also increase significantly, up to the median average UK salary for that job. Thank you for watching. This is Finance Dissected. If you haven't subscribed, please do now to see more updates.